Welcome to Riverbridge Primary School. We start our virtual tour at the main entrance of the Knoll Green site. The school has two bases, with Year 2 to 6 up the path on Park Road. Knoll Green is the home to nursery, reception and Year 1. The reception class is along the front of the building, and inside they are joined by the art area. All the classrooms open out onto the open outdoor learning area. As you walk around, you'll see examples of different areas of learning in each classroom. We'll just walk up to the corridor into the main room. Every class in the school has a learning wall to record the learning that takes place. This acts as a reminder for the children, and each term there's a topic. In this video, you'll see All About Me. Alongside the topic, there is contingent provision which supports the children's own interests. Dinosaurs are always a popular resource. The idea is that children are drawn into their learning. In the maths area here, you can see the dinosaurs are used to engage children into spontaneous counting. We have construction areas to support personal, social and development, as well as shape, space and measure, creativity and communication and language. There are a variety of manipulators that can be used to support learning in all areas. On the carpet area in front of you, you'll see where the whole class teaching sessions take place for literacy, phonics and maths every day. Teachers make use of the interactive whiteboard to enhance the learning. In the read area in front of you, there are resources to support language. The suitcases on the shelves contain a storybook with all the props to retell a story, such as Goldilocks with all the 3 bears in their beds. There are visual timetables in every room to help the children understand the routines of the day. Here's an example on the wall in front of you. As we leave RST, we enter the shared art area where children can draw, paint and make models. This is also a good opportunity for children to further develop their personal social development skills, where they can make friends with children from other classes. So here we are in RM class. On the wall to the left of the interactive whiteboard, you can see the Stay on Green chart that supports behaviour across the whole school. There you can see the different learning areas of construction, maths, literacy, small world and mark making on the table in front of you that supports writing skills. Over here you can see the Curiosity Cube, where each week we explore a different number. This week the contents link to different songs, this week being 5 Little Ducks. There are resources alongside that can be explored by the children whilst questioning the contents of the cube. We also use the number blocks to support children's interest in number, and this has proved very popular with children and adults. As we leave RM class, you'll see on the wall to the right the zones of regulation displayed on the wall. This is a new initiative to help children understand and name their emotions. It enables them to talk about how they're feeling and supports their understanding of how emotions can be regulated. So we carry on down the corridor to RB class, where again you can see that the classroom is divided into different areas for learning. On this table in front of you, you can see children have the opportunity to explore the parts of the body that support the development of language, and the same can be said for developing fine motor skills at the same time. Children have shown that they really love loose parts play, where they can use different small objects to create pictures. In this activity, they create images of themselves and use the iPad to photograph pictures before returning the objects to the trays. This is the maths area, which is a small world set up to support number. As well as the 5 little ducks, there are also 5 little speckled frogs to encourage the children to sing. This is the loose parts play area where you can use your imagination to create models and different images, similar to those on the table we just saw, creating their own faces. In this curiosity cube, the song 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed is brought to life. Each day the teacher added another bandage to a monkey's head until all the monkeys had fallen off the bed. Again, you can see zones of regulation in RM. The emotions are demonstrated using Mr. Men, and children can use the stones to select how they're feeling that day. There's a construction area behind, which provides opportunity for children to build, create, and investigate. Alongside the storybooks are various small world resources to help retell the stories. Every classroom in the school has a learning pit. The children are taught that learning can be a challenge, but the rewards for achieving them. They learn that they start at one side of the learning pit and they may feel anxious about the challenge ahead. They are taught strategies to manage the challenges and reminded that teachers and the children resources can support their new learning, which will enable them to climb out the learning pit. The feelings that a child will have as they meet the challenge are linked to different characters they know, such as superheroes, PJ Masks or Mr. Mem. So this is the corridor between reception and year 1. And in front of you is the playground where children have playtime, mid-morning playtime and lunchtime. As we go out of the door, you'll see to the right the 3 year 1 classrooms and the outdoor learning areas under the cover to the right. The field in front has a gazebo and a trim trail and a climbing frame. To ensure the most use of this, we've got a soft pour surface to ensure there's best use of it throughout the whole year. The building you can see to the left is the nursery in its own self-contained area. At lunchtime, resources are brought out onto the sheds. There's a play pod containing resources that children use to role play, create dens and play in groups. Over the fence, you can see the allotment and garden. Children make use of this area to plant seeds when we read the story Jack and the Beanstalk. They trip-trap over the bridge when we read the 3 Little Billy Goats Gruff. They look for ladybirds and insects in the spring and taste strawberries in the summer. Pumpkins grow in the autumn with different vegetables such as chard, kale and cabbage. And this brings us back round to the reception outdoor learning area. Many children prefer the outdoor space to their learning. The area is for learning and it's a different purpose to the playground. Under the covered area, there are opportunities to develop gross motor skills, resources to develop maths, a small world area for dinosaurs and investigation. Out in the other uncovered area, children can engage in sand and water play and explore the obstacle courses. And back under the cover there is a house, which is a familiar environment for many children to play and learn, to take turns and to share. There is a hut to the right that changes to support the topic at the time. One week it will be a doctor's, the next a shop. The last place in our tour brings us to the writing area. We wanted to develop opportunities for supporting writing outside. We've done this by creating an area to sit, to write, with writing tools from the tool shed and writing prompts on the wall behind. We hope this virtual tour has been useful and offered an insight into what goes on behind the doors. We look forward to meeting you in the future and thank you for watching.